Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video, Persona 5X. Today's video guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing the nuclear winter side of things, seeing that this is one of the few Velvet trials I've yet to do here, and since we ended up getting the girl Makoto, we're going to be at least trying our best to at least clear as much of this as possible. So if you guys are interested in this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, and as always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, really does help me out quite a lot. Now, inside of this video, for the most part, I've been doing a lot of messing around and seeing what we can really get into. The hard part about this is, while doing so, there are a few things that I have to, of course, account for. So I've been trying to do my best when it comes down to actually doing this somewhat correctly here. And the whole issue with this problem is we have a makeshift team. We have to kind of use a little bit of randomness here to see if we can actually get our scoreboards up. And that is really what I've been trying to plan out. I was going to save this primarily for the stream, but I do want to do a couple more pulls on Makoto, or at least try to get as many pulls on Makoto to see if I can get that A1. If I can't get the A1, perfectly fine. But of course, if I can, that is really what I'm trying to do as well. So we're going to be going ahead and doing this today and seeing how much we can really knock out. And I think the gap for this video specifically that I'm going for is most likely going to be like a what is it called? At least a a 15-minute video. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to be too short, but I do want to at least try to get as many of these stages knocked out as possible. Because man, I need to see what we can get into. We got to see what we can get into for a second. But I'm going to go ahead and not knock down all these dudes, because if we knock them all down, they're gonna get back up and then it's gonna give us too much of a problem. So let's see what we can do here. He's of course gonna get hit a couple times. Everyone looks like they're doing pretty decent. And this is me also trying this without a lot of good gears, because I don't feel like actually providing them gear sets too much yet. So even though I am 70, I haven't started any of my grinding. I'm trying to save that mainly for at least the what's it called, the whole stream itself. So right now I'm more or less playing a little bit with fire, so we're gonna see exactly what we can do here and see if we can make something happen. So for the first thing here, I'm going to immediately let him do his job, knock this one on down immediately, getting us a nice weakness. I think our best bet is just to go ahead and knock this down with Makoto. And then I need a little bit extra damage, and hitting this dude's not going to give me extra damage. So let's go ahead and just smack on back with Bino and get an extra damage here. I think with the amount of things that I've been doing, we should easily hit this, but I don't want to hit this with Wonder, because Wonder himself is not going to give us what we need. So let's just go ahead and pop a Tarot Kaja here. I think the next thing I can go ahead and do is Bone Chilling here. Do this real quick, making sure everyone gets knocked on down. We get the amazing all-out attack here, which is what we need for our points. And then from here on, I think I can just go ahead and just start nuking things, literally. So let's just go ahead, get rid of this guy, get rid of him as fast as possible, of course, and then go for the next one and use a easy skill 3 on them as well, and just get rid of them. So this takes care of both of the nuke ones, which is pretty darn easy to do. Now for the ice dudes, they're gonna try and be problematic, but luckily for us, we end up having Yusuke on the side, who's consistently knocking them down. So I am happy about that. I don't really have to worry too much on this, and I can just sit here and farm AOAs, which is really, really nice. And I'm kind of mad that they ended up controlling my what's it called, controlling my Makoto, because I did kind of need that, but I think we'll kind of be fine here. So first things first, and I know I'm not supposed to, of course, utilize Revolution here, but we're going to use Revolution anyways. And hopefully we have our Navi, because we need to protect ourselves against our Makoto here. Let's just go ahead and use this. With this in mind, I think we should be able to easily hit our actual amount. So I'm going to go ahead and stance back up. And then of course, once the time comes and they need to hit us, we'll be able to take them dudes on out. So I'm so glad I didn't upgrade the actual heal, because dude, if they were sitting here getting healed up to max, I would be feeling some type of way. But let's go ahead and knock them down again. Bink, and easy kill. think that should be the 3-star if I'm right. I think we did easily enough damage, and yes, we did. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next stage here. I'm gonna have to check their weaknesses because of course this is one of the few ones that we just straight up went into. So I see they're weak all to nuke, of course. So really our ice isn't gonna be helping us here. If anything, we possibly should have just swapped into, I don't know, Leon here. But I still want them not to get heavily targeted. So I guess Yusuke being here isn't the worst deal, because then he's going to take a little bit of the taunting. So let's just go ahead and focus these guys as much as possible. And I'm gonna use my skill 1 because I want to make sure we get as many of these elements off here. Next thing I want to do is just get a knockdown immediate on here, even though they're just going to get back up. But actually, you know what? No, better yet, yeah, let's just play this a little safe. I want to get the knockdowns all consecutively. So yeah, we need to actually not do that. So go ahead and just do it this way. They're going to probably hit us. They're going to take a decent bit of damage from Yusuke, which is just bound to happen because of the counterattacks. But I think we should still be able to withstand a lot of this damage, unless all of a sudden, like, they just start focusing my man's down, which, oh my God, he lived on 0. Oh no. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, so we need to get rid of these dudes kind of quickly. I was not expecting them to put mans through the ringer, if I'm being so honest with myself. So let's see what we can do here. I think my best choice of action, dude, no, my best choice of action is just like, we have to blitz these guys. We gotta blitz them, because if we don't, we're dead. So yeah, let's just give this our best shot. I think my best bet is to heal myself, not to hit. And then this guy's best bet is to get as much damage in as possible. So I'm a straight up kill. We need to kill as many of these dudes as possible. And I need to leave the other 2 on the right, or at least on the left here, alive. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pop this on off. Get a ton of damage off there. And then yeah, I'm just gonna try and double down. Hopefully they don't target him too much, because I don't think he has his taunt anymore, so I think we should be kind of fine. But the way, oh no, they're attacking him again. Oh yeah, never mind. I figured that was gonna be the case. They're gonna target him now. But we need to have another character in his place, which is probably gonna be our Leon. So for this next one, let's just go ahead and take Leon out here and see if we can get our 3-star with him instead, because that's going to be a little bit difficult trying to do with him himself here. So let's take out Jack Frost. We do need another character here, so I'll put in Titania. Even though healing isn't the best, or at least our wonder, we probably can make something happen. So first things first, let's go ahead and use our Justice Barrier, try to run on through this one and see how we've been doing. Now I want to know from you guys, how have y'all been doing when it comes down to at least the Velvet trials themselves? I know a lot of people have had some problems, and of course this is just bound to happen, seeing they ended up like boosting the actual difficulty on some of the stuff here. But I want to know, have you guys been having a major issue? Have you been having just some small issues? What's been going on? Because man, I do have to agree, I like difficulty, but sometimes they be absurd with some of this damage. For example, like they just focused my poor Leon down, and it's starting to get to a point where I think, like, if I want this 3-star, which is what I'm mainly going for, it's gonna be like, you need to have another person who can kind of defend your team. So I think my next best thing is literally just gonna be Lafell, because Lafell here is mainly gonna help us heal, but that's gonna take us down at least one whole person who very well could help us deal a little bit extra damage here. But yeah, I want to know you guys' whole opinion on this. How has it been? How's it actually been taking? It's been a kind of interesting, because I've been trying to do this for the other what's it called, the other difficulties for myself, and I've been breezing through a little bit, but then I've gotten to a point where I think I'm like in the 20s for one of them, where it's actually like, okay, got to tee up, or either you're just not gonna win this. So I'm expecting some people to be like, yeah, it's been kind of that same way, or that same type of function. So I'm just going to use my skill 1, because I do want to make sure everyone has a little bit of elements on them. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit this dude in the middle, because my whole deal is I need to make sure we're getting those knockdowns, and we need everyone getting as low as possible. Now, hopefully they don't focus my cattle too much, because if they don't, I should be pretty much good. But if they did, which 2 of them tried to, we would have been in some major trouble. So let's go ahead and just see how this is going to go here. Our first one, I think we could very well just go ahead and say screw it and hit this one in the middle again. This should take down everything that we do need here. Next attack, I'm going to go ahead and pop with our Makoto. That's just an instant little knock, which is great for us. Use another skill 2. Go for the skill 3 as well. And then when it comes to one of their turns easily, we'll be able to get that off and just be able to adjust from there. So let's just get an extra damage point off. Hopefully we can proc fire. I can't remember if he does it specifically on his follow-up, but that would have been great if we could have proc fire right there. Let's go ahead and use this, get up some heals. And then from here on, I do need one more elemental elements, but I don't think it's really going to help us out right now, because we don't have too many effects that could really be on people. So kind of sucks. Let's just go ahead and use this here, see if we can get a shock, which luckily we can. And then from here on, let's see if we can go ahead and just get our easy all-out attack. So we're going to use our skill 3, deal some decent damage immediately here, which was only 80k. Pretty decent though, especially seeing that we don't have our built at all with the right actual things that we need. So I will say that was pretty decent. Now this is where it gets a little scary, because of course they get a knockoff that time, but they get a little scary here, because depending on who they focus, in which it looks like they're focusing Vino down, we would have been in some major trouble if we could have gotten one more hit. But let's just go ahead and smack this one here. I need to heal once again, and I think this is probably the best choice of action, especially since we're dealing with a lot of like different mobs at one time. I think this might be the play, is we have to use Lethal kind of make up for some of our problems with this team. So go ahead and use this here, and I think since we're on like turn 3, I'm pretty sure we don't need to go ahead and at least refresh this, but I'm gonna refresh it anyways. And then since the one who has the most things on them, we have a winded, a fire attack here. I could very well just take them out, or I could try to take this one out here, both of which are good choices, but only one of which will save my life. So you know, I'm actually gonna play it safe, because it's better to at least get rid of one of them instead of trying to play myself and actually only get rid of none of them. So we're gonna take down these shields. We got 9 more actions to go ahead and do this with, so I think we should be pretty much good, especially since we have a shield on. We have everything that we need, so pretty good that we're fine here. But dang, see, if we had that fourth character, we'd be cooked. We'd totally be cooked. Okay, yeah, I'm glad that I did that, because if I didn't, I'd be dead right now. So go ahead and get a little bit of a heal here, small heal. And then from here on, you know, I know she doesn't heal well, but we're gonna heal again, just a little bit. And I think the rest of this is just, we do what we want. So get another hit in. We can just go ahead and end this with this here, and then I'll swap back to Makoto, get that extra follow-up, and then be able to pretty much just vibe. So we have this easy little all-out attack, and I think that is another easy win. Dude, nah. I think we got like 2 whole stages. I want to see if I can get another 3, or at least get another one after this here. So it might be a little longer than 15 than what I wanted, but I think people would understand that. Oh, Jesus, man. Putting the SmackDown for no reason is crazy work, guys. Jeez, I haven't built some of these characters, but take it a little easy, for Christ's sake. These dudes be trying to just knock you off instantaneously. I think my best bet is just to go ahead and do it this way. because I do need to make sure they all get knocked instantaneously here. Give me my little buff. Let's see. I need at least another buff down here. And then I don't think I have enough to be playing around here. Yeah, let's just go for the knock. Let's go for the knock. That's going to kill at least 2, or at least kill 1, and then we should be able to get the AOA, getting the kills off here. Which, oh nah, we didn't get the kill. You're lying. Well, the good part is it died anyways, but like, God, that was close. We almost ran out of actions there. So got the actions there, got exactly what we wanted, our 3-star, which is perfect. I thought for a second we weren't going to be able to get it here, but we did need to do one last one, in which, let's see if this one's a little bit, ooh, see, you know what, we did 17 and no, 16 and 17 this one. You know what, fine, we'll let it off. We're going to continue doing this, especially when it does come down to nuclear winter here. So look forward to those videos, but stages 16 and 17 of nuclear winter have been completed, and we're going to continue from there. Thank you guys for freaking watching. Man, I'm gonna see if I can tee up some of my characters, but peace out.